Welcome to day 2 of writing your book in 30 days. Today, we're going to take a critical step forward in your writing journey, getting organized. You've taken the leap to start writing a book, but now it's time to bring structure to your vision. Before we start crafting your world, it's essential to take a moment to ask yourself some fundamental questions. These questions will serve as your compass, helping guide your decisions along the way. Why do you want to write a book? The first question to ask yourself is, why do I want to write this book? Writing is a huge commitment, and it's vital to understand the driving force behind it. Is it a passion for storytelling? A desire to share your life experiences with others? Or perhaps it's simply a personal challenge to see if you can do it. Whatever the reason, understanding your motivation will serve as the foundation of your journey. Without this clarity, it becomes easy to burn out or lose focus. Writing a book requires dedication, time, and perseverance, so be honest with yourself from the beginning. If your reason for writing feels shallow or forced, it may be time to rethink or redefine your goals. Make sure your heart and mind are aligned before diving in too deep. For example, you might ask yourself, do I have a passion for the written word? Do I want to inspire others with my story? Am I willing to push through obstacles to bring this project to life? This reflection will prevent you from feeling overwhelmed halfway through the process. If your reasons are strong, you're much more likely to see it through. Who is the book for? Once you've identified your motivation, ask yourself, who is this book for? Understanding your target audience is crucial for shaping the tone, style, and content of your book. Are you writing for children, teenagers, or adults? Are you addressing a specific demographic, such as entrepreneurs, parents, or creatives? Knowing who you're speaking to will help you make decisions about language, pacing, and subject matter. Some helpful questions include: what are the age, interests, and needs of my audience? How do they consume content? Do they prefer ebooks, paperbacks, or audiobooks? What books are they already reading, and how will mine stand out? Writing a book is not just about creating content, but also about delivering value to your reader. Keep this in mind from the start, and let it shape how you approach your project. How do you define success? Next, let's address the question, what does success look like for this project? This is a personal question, and your answer will define how you approach every step of the book writing process. For some writers, success is defined by bestseller lists, while others are more interested in reader feedback or the simple satisfaction of finishing the book. Take a moment to think about what success means to you. Are you writing to make an impact on a large scale or for a specific group of people? Do you care more about the number of copies sold or about the stories your readers share about how your book impacted them? Do you want to publish traditionally, or is self-publishing the right path for you? Defining success in clear terms helps you maintain perspective throughout the writing process, so you can measure progress based on your personal goals rather than external pressures. Organizing the basics, fiction or nonfiction? Now that you've covered the foundational questions, let's get into the specifics of your project. First, decide whether you're writing fiction or nonfiction. This decision will influence your entire writing approach. Fiction allows you to dive deep into world building, character creation, and imaginative plot twists. Nonfiction may focus more on delivering facts, telling personal stories, or guiding readers toward a particular goal. Each genre comes with its own set of challenges and rewards. Fiction often demands more creativity and suspension of disbelief, while nonfiction requires accuracy and structure. Whatever you choose, get clear on why you're choosing that path and how it fits your vision. Crafting your plot or synopsis. For fiction writers, you'll need to work on outlining your plot. Even if you prefer a more flexible writing process, it's essential to have a general direction. Ask yourself, what's the core conflict driving your story? Who are the main characters, and what are their motivations? What are the stakes involved, and how will your characters evolve throughout the story? For nonfiction writers, your next step is to craft a synopsis of your work. This could be as simple as outlining your book's main themes, topics, or chapters. The clearer your vision, the easier it will be to stay on track. Some helpful questions for nonfiction writers include: what key message do I want my readers to take away? What problems does my book solve for my audience? What are the primary topics or lessons I want to cover? Creating a rough plot or outline will not only keep you organized, but will also help you avoid writer's block down the line. Setting the scene, fiction writers. For fiction writers, setting is an essential component of storytelling. Your setting will shape the mood, tone, and events of your narrative. Whether it's a fantasy world, historical era, or modern-day city, creating a believable and engaging setting will immerse your readers. Take time to map out your world. What are the key locations in your book? How does the environment influence your characters? What details will make the setting feel real to your readers? A well-developed setting will add depth to your story and create a richer experience for your audience. Character development, fiction writers. When writing fiction, developing your characters is one of the most critical elements. Characters are the heart of your story, and their personalities, motivations, and relations. Who are the main characters? What are their goals, desires, and flaws? How do they change over the course of the story? Think about your protagonist's internal and external conflicts, and how these conflicts will push the narrative forward. Strong characters will resonate with your readers, making your story memorable. Structuring chapters, nonfiction writers. For nonfiction writers, the key to keeping your readers engaged is structuring your book logically and cohesively. Consider dividing your content into clear, well-organized chapters that build on each other. Each chapter should have a purpose, such as answering a question, explaining a concept, or providing actionable advice. Outline your chapters by focusing on the main idea or theme of each chapter, the examples or anecdotes you'll use to illustrate your points, the key takeaways you want your readers to remember. This structure will help your readers follow along easily and apply what they've learned to their own lives. Additional tips for staying organized. As you dive deeper into your writing journey, here are some additional tips to help you stay organized. Create a writing schedule. Set aside dedicated time each day to write. Consistency is key, especially when working on a large project like a book. Set small goals. Break down your book writing process into smaller, manageable goals. This will prevent you from feeling overwhelmed and will keep you motivated as you hit each milestone. Keep track of your ideas. Inspiration can strike at any time. Keep a notebook or app handy to jot down any new ideas, dialogue, or scenes that pop into your head. Review and revise regularly. Don't wait until you finish the entire book to start editing. Periodically review what you've written to make sure it's aligned with your overall vision. Seek feedback. Don't be afraid to ask for feedback from trusted friends or writing groups. They can provide valuable insight and help you see your work from a different perspective. Closing thoughts. Day 2 of writing your book is all about getting organized and setting yourself up for success. By answering fundamental questions, outlining your plot or structure, and understanding your audience, you're creating a roadmap to follow as you move forward. Remember, writing a book is a marathon, not a sprint. The more prepared you are, the more likely you'll stay focused and reach your goal. Keep pushing forward, and remember to enjoy the journey.